Good evening. Good evening and welcome. Before we begin, I would like to ask for your cooperation in honoring our graduates. I know you're proud of your sons and daughters, so I'm asking you for your help to help us respect the dignity and decorum of this occasion by refraining from the use of air horns or any other inappropriate noisemakers. Our graduates' names will be read every 4 to 5 seconds, and air horns and loud outbursts will drown out the next name being read, thus robbing their family of a precious memory. At this time, please silence your cell phones. I ask that all of us honor each individual graduate in front of their family and friends. Thank you for your cooperation, and we will begin in a couple minutes. Thank you. Graduates, please be seated. Good evening, friends and families of our graduates. My name is Chad Russell, and I am the principal of Flower Mound High School. Thank you for joining us as we honor the graduating class of 2021. This graduation has a special meaning. The students seated before you have helped Flower Mound High School continue a tradition of excellence, a sense of school pride, and have provided a community service to others. This has been a record year for our campus. Our students have shown incredible success and achievement in academics, athletics, fine arts, clubs and organizations, citizenship, and community services. As a reflection of this hard work, this class has earned a total of $41 million in scholarship and award money. We are so excited to celebrate this incredible group of young people tonight and their graduation. Please help me welcome to the podium Yun-Woo Kwon, Student Body Vice President.
At this time, will everyone please rise for the presentation of the colors by the FMHS 8th Air Force JROTC, followed by the singing of our national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. Everyone, please be seated. Thank you.
Thank you, Yun-Woo. Each year, a number of our graduates make the decision to serve our country as part of the U.S. Armed Forces. We are proud of each of our graduates who becomes a contributing member for our society, but we owe a debt of gratitude to the brave men and women who dedicate their lives to our country with their service in the U.S. Armed Forces. Graduates who will serve in any branch of the U.S. Armed Forces, please rise and let us recognize you. Thank you. It is my pleasure to introduce Rupen Vaidya, one of our top 20 students who will give our opening remarks.
Good evening. With great pleasure, I welcome families, friends, and loved ones, as well as the FMHS faculty and staff, LISD administration, and the LISD Board of Trustees to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2021. Everyone in this building has played an important role in the life of at least one of our FMHS graduates. We sincerely thank you for the countless ways that you have helped guide us, advise us, and sacrifice for us so that we could be here today celebrating this moment. It has been a privilege to be a member of the FMHS class of 2021. From the moment that we entered the FM9 building until today, we have been molded and we have been changed for the better. We have grown through triumphs and defeats and learned invaluable lessons as we spent time working through academic courses, competing and performing for our beloved Jaguars, and building relationships that will last a lifetime. We will be forever grateful to all those that have pushed us, walked beside us, and carried us to this moment. Thank you.
Thank you, Rupen. At this time, I'd like to recognize our special guests and dignitaries who are present this evening. I would ask that they stand as I introduce them. Please hold your applause until the end of this introduction. We are honored today to have the following members of our LISD School Board of Trustees: Catherine Sales, President; Allison Lasson, Secretary; Buddy Bonner, newly elected board member; Angie Cox, board member; Christy Hassett, board member and proud parent; and Jenny Prosnick, board member. Thank you all for y'all's leadership. Also with us this evening are several of our distinguished members of our LISD administration. They are Dr. Kevin Rogers, LISD Superintendent of Schools; Dr. Lori Rapp, our Deputy Superintendent of Schools; R. Mark Youngs, Chief Financial Officer. Thank you all for all your leadership. At this time, I'd also like to introduce our Flower Mound 9 principal, Mr. Jeff Brown. The special thanks goes to Mr. Andy Plunkett and Mr. Jeff Kosh, LISD supervisors who are responsible for coordinating tonight's event. Without their work, tireless work, this would not be possible this evening, so thank you all, gentlemen. Also, a special thank you to the administration, counselors, and staff of Flower Mound High School and Flower Mound 9th grade campus for creating wonderful relationships and experiences for these students in their 4 years at Flower Mound High School that they will cherish and take with them forever. Thank you, staff. We'd also like to thank our parents and our families who are here this evening. I understand the great sacrifices that have made to get to this point and the proud occasion this is for your family. And without your help and your flexibility and your dedication, all the hard nights, the tears, the laughter, all the things that come with raising a student up to this age, we thank you and we appreciate you dedicating or giving us your best, your most prized possession. Thank you. And my last thank you. I'd like to thank the senior class of 2021. I don't know how to encapsulate this, but this is an incredible class who has done incredible things, everything from winning state championships, regional championships, district championships, area championships, any type of championship you could win. This group has done it in their 4 years at Firemount High School and has brought great pride and accomplishments to our school. We appreciate their efforts. They've also endured quite a situation in our world currently, and I think that the three things that I'm most proud of that this group has showed us is that they have flexibility, they have adaptability, and they're resilient. Every time a challenge was put before them, they just shook it off, stepped up, and took on the challenge and created a wonderful experience for themselves and their peers. The one thing I want to make sure that this class knows is this pandemic and this level orange does not define this class. What defines this class is the relationships, the experiences, and the memories you take with you forever. That's what will define this class. My dad used to always tell me growing up, he'd say, leave it better than you found it. To the senior class of 2021, thank you for leaving us better than you found us. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce an outstanding young man who I have had the pleasure to work with the past couple of years, the FMHS Senior Class President, Jude Lugo.
Good evening. Well, what a year. What a 4 years. 4 years that seem to go by with the blink of an eye, yet freshman year seems so long ago. And this year in particular, my friends, we faced lots of disappointment and lots of heartbreak. We saw all the things that we looked forward to vanishing piece by piece. But rather than focusing on what this year has taken from us, I'd like to focus on what we can take from this year. Many of our experiences this year can be summed up by a simple phrase that my freshman year biology teacher shared with us on the first day of class and would repeat every day that semester. She would tell us, "A minute lost can never be regained." I'll say that again. A minute lost can never be regained. Now, these were 7 simple words that, to be quite honest, I probably rolled my eyes at the time. But today, looking back, if there's one thing, the biggest thing that I took from biology, it was the lesson that phrase taught me. And this phrase reminds me of a question that I've seen asked more times than I can count. If you could have an unlimited amount of anything, what would it be? You know, most people our age might say money or sleep, maybe caffeine. Others might say time. And if you asked me, I'd probably say time too. But to be quite honest, I think life gives us exactly what we need when it comes to time. Because the nature of life and the fact that it is finite forces us to live with this fire beneath us. We must embrace living in the moment or risk losing a minute that can never be regained. Now, you may notice that I'm only wearing a single cord and stole today. I truly believe that if we focus on the wrong things, such as cords, high GPAs, more money in the bank, or a prestigious college at the top of our diploma, simply for the sake of prestige as our goalposts for life, we'll never truly be happy. Now, don't get me wrong, the accomplishments we celebrate here today are incredible, and we should all be immensely proud of ourselves for what we've done these last 4 years. But we should focus on the things that we'll treasure when our lives come to a close. The relationships we cherish, the impacts we've made, the moments that we've shared, and the legacy we will leave behind. Now, I'd like to end with a quote from the finale episode of one of my favorite TV shows, The Office. In his final appearance of the show, character Andy Bernard closes with this reflection. I spent so much of my time here thinking about my old pals. The weird thing is, now I'm exactly where I want to be. I've got my dream job, and I'm still just thinking about my old pals. Only now, they're the ones I made here. I wish there was a way to know you were in the good old days before you've actually left them. My friends, today we leave what will soon become the good old days. But that doesn't mean there aren't more good old days ahead. So make memories. Mom, you were right. We should take more pictures. Be bold and be honest. Take risks. And finally, live in the moment. Because a minute lost can never be regained. Best of luck to all of you on your next adventure. And I'll say it one last time, go Jags.
Thank you, Jude. It is a tradition to recognize the top 2 ranked students in each graduating class. It is my honor to introduce our salutatorian, Shashank Iswara. Shashank finished second in his class at FMHS with an impressive weighted GPA of 115.2457 out of a possible 120 points. He will attend the University of Texas in Austin and plans to major in computer science and mathematics. Please help me welcome Shashank Iswara.
Good evening, my fellow Flower Moundians. I'm really hoping that phrase catches on. And also that last sentence was brought to you by Sean Rahman, a fellow graduate and a good friend. Before I get going, I feel that I must confess that in keeping with most of my other high school writing, I stress wrote this speech with the invaluable help from yet another John Green video. It's called Deserving. It's pretty great. He essentially says everything I will hear, except far, far more eloquently. That being said, if there's any blame with regards to this speech, please direct it to him, and I, of course, will humbly accept all acclaim. But I digress. As I stand here before you today, I can't help but feel incredibly unqualified to be giving this speech. For one thing, every English teacher I've ever had will attest that I was not the best essay writer in the class, and frankly, that's sugarcoating it. So it stands to reason that my speech writing skills are lacking as well. On top of that, I'm not even sure if I deserve to be salutatorian at all. I was not the most hardworking student, and I certainly was not the smartest person in any of my classes. All this is to say that I can't attribute any of my academic successes to myself alone. Really, I just got lucky. I was lucky that I got all the right teachers. I was lucky that I enjoyed all my classes. I was lucky that my parents forced me to attend Kumon in elementary school. And I was lucky that I never had to switch schools. And finally, I was very lucky that if I ever needed help on an assignment, needed clarification on some physics derivation, or just needed help in choosing which classes to take, a fellow Flower Mound High School valedictorian was just a phone call away in the form of my elder brother. In fact, as I was writing this speech, I was constantly looking through his old speech from 2017. Anyways, what I mean to say is that I didn't become a salutatorian because I was a better student or because I worked harder than others. That's not how the world works. We live in a probabilistic world filled with chance and uncontrollable factors that nonetheless have disproportionate impacts on our lives. Furthermore, I think the mindset that we wholly deserve the good things that happen to us is dangerous, because one day, freak events like a global pandemic will come along that may interrupt our success in some way, and if we labor under the delusion that we fully deserve the bad, if we labor under the delusion that we fully deserve the good, then we must believe that we deserve the bad as well, which of course is ludicrous. No one deserves to get sick, no one deserves to get in an accident, and no one deserves to have their lives interrupted by a pandemic, but these things happen. At this point, you might be wondering what to do with this information. One reaction is simply to stop working hard and putting in effort, because everything seems to be based on luck, right? Well, this might be a great way to live, but unfortunately, it's obviously wrong, and it is not what I'm advocating for. Just because luck is involved does not mean hard work and perseverance are not important. All I am saying is that these are not the only factors that contribute to our success. I mentioned this today because many of us have benefited greatly from the things we can't control, even if it didn't always feel like it at the time. We are privileged to have attended a great school filled with excellent teachers, administrators, coaches, directors, and staff. We must recognize that all these individuals, and so many more, have and will contribute to our successes in life. And we must also recognize that not all people have enjoyed the same privilege. In the face of this inequality, I feel like the only thing we can do is use whatever benefits we have enjoyed in life to create a world where more people can live healthy and productive lives, whatever this means to you. The future doctors among us may research life-saving medical cures, and the future lawyers may act as public defenders for those who can't afford representation. Your impact may be as grand as implementing new policy decisions, or as seemingly mundane as being nice to some stranger in your life. Regardless, each has a profound impact, and I hope that as we go through life, we will all find our own ways to contribute to our communities. Lastly, I also want to thank my parents and my brothers and my cousin, Anil Bulasu, for coming here tonight. I love all you guys, even though I don't say very much. And finally, I would like to thank my fellow students, the graduating class of 2021, for being with me all these years. We have made so many great memories together, even though I will probably not see most of you ever again. I know that you will all become successful in life. Thank you. Thank you, my fellow Flower Moundians.
One of the most distinctive awards we recognize is that of Class Valedictorian. This year's top-ranked student for the class of 2021 is Audrey Nguyen. Audrey posted a remarkable final GPA of 115.6329 out of a possible 120 points. She will attend the University of Texas at Austin and major in biochemistry. It is my honor to present to you the Flower Mound High School Valedictorian for 2021, Audrey Nguyen.
Good evening, everybody. I hope this night has been a proud moment for you all as we conclude this chapter of our lives and celebrate. Let's take this opportunity to commemorate some of our achievements this year. Our hockey team, girls soccer team, girls cross country team, and girls water polo team all won their respective state championships. The marching band placed third in state, the Wind Symphony performed as the honor band in TMEA, and several students from orchestra, band, and choir made all-state. Our school won the state championship for Social Studies UIL, won second place in academic decathlon, and won first place in software development in the TSA state competition. Congratulations, not only for these commendable accomplishments, but also for the commitment, effort, and passion that made them all possible. As I look out to our student body right now, I see a group brimming with potential. We have artists, athletes, scholars. We have a diverse variety of interests and talents. We have lots of aspirations and experiences. With all of these limitless possibilities that we can pursue, I am honored to be the valedictorian of the class of 2021 of Flower Mound High School. That being said, I believe I receive more recognition for success than I actually deserve. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm beyond grateful for the circumstances that have led me to receive this title. But let's be real here. My academic accomplishments at the age of 17 do not guarantee my success in life. As cynical as that may sound, it's the honest truth. No matter where you are in life right now, you have the capacity to succeed. For the number of mistakes and the number of achievements we make in high school won't determine the rest of our lives. So, tonight, I want to recognize the hardships we have faced these past few years. Some of us feel as if our lives have started off on the wrong path. Some of us have lost loved ones due to this pandemic. Some of us have not been able to pursue our lifelong dreams because of harsh circumstances. But I don't believe that any of this makes any of your lives less worthwhile, nor does it erase your chances at finding success. Like all the cheesy quotes say, your hardships don't define you, but rather the actions you take in response to those hardships. Despite the fact that many of us cannot properly participate in normal functions, I am incredibly impressed by how our class has adapted and still taken the initiative to unite and support each other in our community. I would like to thank the student leaders in our school who do their best to organize meetings and events that connect us despite the distance that separates us. Ultimately, we should be proud of our achievements, but we must not forget the effort we have put in the setbacks along the way. So, whether you deem your high school experience successful or not, know that I am proud of you all regardless. Okay, that's enough of me pretending to be wise. I tried, Mom. Anyways, congratulations, class of 2021, and may you all find success. Thank you.
Thank you, Audrey. Now for the moment everybody's been waiting for. Dr. Rogers, I am pleased to present to you the senior class of 2021 for Flower Mound High School. Before us are 918 exceptional young men and women. I have verified that each of these seniors have met the requirements of the Texas Education Agency and the Louisville Independent School District and should be awarded the appropriate diploma and certificate.
Thank you, Mr. Russell. To you, the Flower Mound class of 2021, please know that we are very proud of your accomplishments. We look forward to even greater achievements in your future. Mrs. Sells, Mr. Russell has verified these students eligible to receive their diploma or certificate. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the state of Texas and the Louisville Independent School District Board of Trustees, I certify them. Their diplomas or certificates are to be granted at this time. Congratulations.
Row one.
Audrey Nguyen. Shashank Eswara. Lana Nahi Kim. Haley Emma Epps. Ira Kondup. Arshad Jamil Manzar. Akila Sai Damarla. Rupen Sachin Vidya. Nithalin Manithi. Abhinav Chadaga. Krithi Kumar. Matthew George Abraham. Anya Gupta. Aisha Chawla. Sumirth Kamet. Peter Shang. Mashika Goville. Erin Nicole Spyack. Jenna Ray Stevenson. Grace Hemming Cowell. Kurti Manjith. Simran Pori. Adam Sunsky. Jesus Rene Diaz. Gautam Basker. Nathan Joseph Watson. Esteban Rodriguez Banuelos. Natalia Sofia Basuto. Pierce No. Chase Madison Terrell. Shelby Simone Terrell. Anna Paola Aceves Mandry. Xander William Ackman. Nathaniel Pierce Adams. Oluwatomisin Odabio. Oluwatomifini Adabio. Caitlin Elizabeth Atkinson. Katrina Luna Aguirre. Cynthia Jocelyn Augustin. Umar Faiz Ahmad. Sana Salan Sinan Al-Ani. Brendan Michael Allnut. Liberty Angeline Almond. David Edward Alvarado. Taylor Rose Ambrosio. Emily Faith On. Claire Elizabeth Anderson. Joseph Daniel Anderson. Jennifer Grace Antonacci. Kezia Camille Natividad Aranas. Lucas Ethan Arevalo. Marino Argumanis. Abby Gail Army. Alex Elaine Army. Sean Michael Armstrong. Isaac David Arneson. Jack Marshall Arthur. Logan Benjamin Ash. Jason Ashikian. Lauren Elizabeth Atkins. Tyler Orion Atkinson. Hubert Preston Auburn. Eric Carter Augustin. Adam Stewart Axelrod. Gracie Ray Ion. Ashley Ann Ayers. Gavin Anthony Babbitts. Adeline Noel Babineau. Katie May Baggs. Ryan Dale Bailey.
Katie Bear.
Katie Bear. Anusha Bajarakra. Liam Addison Baker. Morgan Leanne Baker. Riley Paige Baker. Rashith Balaji. Mia Balderas. Hannah Bang. Emma Elizabeth Bernard. Isabel Cecilia Barone. Sarah Ann Barrett. Allison Jean Barth. Kylie Ray Bartlett. Megan Ashley Bausch. Ashton Lane Becca. Braden Russell Beck. Tatum Virginia Beck. Jenna Catherine Becker. Darian Joseph Benavides. Daniel Evan Bennett. Julia Kathleen Bennett. Kevin Benoit. Brooke Renee Bentley. Claudia Catherine Berman. Landon Harrison Berry. Fatima Januna Barabala. Ananya Sai Bogaraju. Savannah Kyle Bickelhaupt. Amelia Claire Bickman. Sania Baswa. Georgia Ray Blau. Caleb Austin Bovair. Abhijit Boma. James Scott Booth. Taylor Ann Bottorff. Madison Nicole Berkwine. Matthew Alexander Bowman. Riley Austin Boyd. Eden Lenore Brantley. Mitchell Braden Breedlove. Haley Marie Brim. Adara Monserrat Basino. Emily Anna Broach. Macy Lane Brown. Mira Elizabeth Browning. Kendra K. Bruner. Tanner Scott Brewstead. Claire Elizabeth Bryant. Janulo Buga. Cassandra Mary Bulow. Anthony Bersaga. Chloe Emmeline Burgess. Dorian James Butch. Haley Nicole Byron. Brianna Sinita Kamalis. Chloe Grace Campbell. Hagen Michael Campbell. Lucas Fabian Capdevilla. Jillian Ray Capps. Blaze William Cardner. Jonathan Wesley Carey. Hannah Elizabeth Cargo. Madeline Elizabeth Carlis. Isaac Austin Carpenter. Ella Caroline Carter. Hunter Michael Case. Schrader Quinn Casada. Marisol Castaneda Magana. Jillian Rose Cato. Quincy Anthony Causey. Abhijit Shanhandi. Kardani Kaden Shachun. Juna Chang. Katie Elizabeth Chapman. Jaden Romero Chapman. Annalise Cecilia Chavez. Mia Isabella Chavez. Rachel Holly Chang. Anav Chopra. Alexander K. Chu. Nathan Lewis Chulik. Aviat Nitan Chutka. Avery Grace Shapari. Allison Catherine Clark. Haley Marie Clark. Trinity Jaden Clark. Emma Kate Clay. Lucas Clayton. Evelyn Francis Coates. Megan Brianna Cobbler. Courtney Nicole Cogbill. Isabel Anella Cohey. Grace Elizabeth Colbert. Landon Alexander Colby. Phoenix Jaden Collis. Devin Bradley Connie Jr. Jordan Lynn Renee Connell. Brittany Taylor Cook. Emma Reed Cope. Alejandra Isabel Cordero Torres. Katie Maria Corzo. Garrett Williams Costa. Ian James Cody. Sean Edward Cousins II. Caitlin Elizabeth Kosaroff. Nathan John Cowart. Cody Jacob Cox. Kaylee Rose Cox. Connor Kyle Crane. Reagan Hannah Crockett. Catherine Abalo Cronin. Aaron Elizabeth Cross. Kellen Rylan Croxton. Kylie Rihanna Croxton. Reed Thomas Crumley. Aiden Paxton Crump. Julian Anthony Cruz. Emily Madison Curl. Brett William Cyprian. Angelique Nicole Sear. Prashant Davi. Arjun Prashant Dandakur. Nathan Graham Dar. Dristy Dash. Jarrett Andrew Dasher. Vaughn Luke Doggenbaugh. Benjamin Max Davenport. Amanda Claire Davis. Francis Evelyn Davis. Matthew Patrick Davis. Mercedes Kathleen Davis. Sloan Brian Davis. Anna Lynn Day. Pedro Anthony de Fuente Jr. Tristan Glenn Vera. Blythe Christine Deaton. Annalise Danae Dasher. Valak Giovanni De Lira. Sobitha Dindukuri. Eric Michael Dinesco. Matthew Travis Darrow. Namasheka Saraswati Devarakonda. Preeti Devareddy. Shuchir Jujardi. Eliel Diaz Gonzalez. Olivia Marie Dilly. Brooke Elise Dishman. Jacob John Dix. Kelsey Elise Reinhardt Doty. Andrew Joseph Dow. Holden Riley Drew. Caitlin Elizabeth Drew. Philip Joseph Driver. Lawrence John Dolsky III. Ashton Ty Duncan. Angelina Jolie Dunning. Caroline Elizabeth Dykes. Michael David Early. Jacob Stone Ebby. Riley Jordan Edmondson. Tariq Amir Ishan. Ethan Charles Emers Goodner. Emma Elaine Elkins. Holly Lynn Elrod. Joshua Eden Epps. Anna Ernst. Chase Leertz Eppenbach. Maya Marie Espinoza Contreras. Noah Carlos Espitia. Jaden Louis Esposito. Blake Catherine Estman. Emma Grace Estrada. Stephanie Abigail Estudani. Emma Gladys Evans. Madeline Hazal Faber. Lauren Michelle Feria. Liba Farouk. Samuel Joseph Feeney. Mackenzie Drew Fernandez. Alexis Renee Fiacconi. Luke McLean Finn. Joshua Allen Fletcher. Shannon Marie Fletcher. Jackson Calhoun Flowers. Ezekiel Robert Forbes. Catherine Laurel Forehand. Blake Edward Foster. Caroline Rose Fowler. Dalton Robert Francis. Ryan Nicholas Farrick. Ethan William Fries. Spencer John Fries. Ronnie Beck Froh. Aiden Michael Froelich. Pearl Shupe Gadberry. Sujif Gajavelli. Katie Lynn Galvan. Siddharth Ganti. Alexis Lynn Garcia. Landon Lane Gardner. Matthew Dean Garrick. Jordan Aiden Garza. Charles Joseph Gautreaux. Carmen Isabella Giesland. Alyssa Tabitha Geiger. Kale Henry Germany. Pierre Alexander Jeter. Jackson Riley Giles. Katie Marie Huron. Vivian Sophie Goodman. Haley Sue Golden. Adam Connor Gonzalez. Alejandra Gonzalez. Travis Paul Goodson. Shreya Gopanatha. Santosh Gotham. Caleb Nicholas Gould. Annette Govea. Kara Lee Graham. Lily Bay Grayson. Angelina Marie Green. Victoria Jean Griffin. Cooper Zane Grizzle. Shane Christopher Grossclose. Sophia Magdalena Grosef. Snea Aria Gumadi. Colin Michael Gurley. Nicole Angara Gutierrez. Jaesong Ha. Brenner Guy Hall. Peyton Lene Hall. Haley Nicole Hamilton. Allison Claire Hammond. Blake Walter Hampton. Achal Bunkapal Humandu. Cayman Lee Harden. Ainsley Bryn Harding. Allison Day Hart. Brian Christopher Hartung. Kendall Page Harwell. Jackson Price Haricki. Carson Nicole Hassan. Davin Thomas Hassett. Alexander Lockwood Hatch. Grayson Hardage Heath. Cade Frederick Heckendorn. Brett Michael Heffley. Parker Adam Hine. Rachel Ann Helmers. John Patrick Henry. Rachel Drew Henry. Isabella Hernandez. Jason Thomas Hernandez. Mauricio Guadalupe Hernandez. Rosanna Noel Hernandez. Seth Daniel Hernandez. Stephanie Abigail Herrera. Lauren Alexandra Hickey. Paul William Hicks III. Kaylee Ann Higgins. Mia Nicole Hong. Jordan Edith Holland. Melody Isabel Hollis. James Thomas Holland. Denasia Rain Holmes. Jacob Frederick Holt. Timothy Andrew Holt. Taylor Diane Hoops. Jacob Horakami. Mark Ryan Horner. Haley Ann Haupt. Josh Huang. Hayden Davis Huber. Dominic Tristan Herta. Kobe David Hughes. Maxwell Allen Huni. Emily Lauren Hunter. Haley Nicole Hutchins. Delanka Ruvanji Alagasingha. Isabella Caitlin Emery. Jackson Davis Irwin. Alexandra Samira Jackson. Elizabeth Ainsley Jackson. Sean Uthpol Johnny. Avery Brooke Japak. James Tyler Jensen. Kennedy Jolie Jensen. Alexandria Lee Johnson. Brendan Carter Johnson. Brian Preston Johnson. Joshua Caleb Johnson. Trevor Grant Johnson. Dia Jones. Joshua Nathaniel Jones. Medina Grace Jones. Delphine Yolani Jose Kennedy. Somya Josie. Sarah Junja. Irene Jung. Austin Michael Kia. Sarjot Singh Carter. Pranavi Shri Kandari. Emma Avanti Kanira. Natalie Ray Leilani Kaplan. Ruhan Reddy Kasarla. Barashi Kusa. Bonsuri Jamin Kuveya. Austin Kavrar. Ruthika Kella. Ruthwick Kella. Joseph Sean Kelsey. Clara Diane Kennedy. Berkeley Jewel Kern. Arjun Haley. Humza Martaza Khan. Pranav Kikari. Michaela Madison Colleen. Era Ko Kim. Brian Taman Kim. Min Chol Kim. Yvonne June Kim. Jordan McKenna Kincaid. Austin Cynic King. Reese Michael King. Connor Campbell Kennard. Aubrey Elise Mattison Kirk. Mackenzie Elizabeth Clem. Ethan Michael Cluthy. Jake Nyer. Justin Dyer Kokenauer. Emily Grace Kahotik. And Shika Reddy Kandala. Neil Sai Kundapali. Christopher Ling Kong. Nathan Lowell Koppel. William Nathaniel Kossub. Angelina Jade Krieger. Daria Kroshofer. Rohan Kulshrata. Vedanti Deepak Kumbar. Steve Kuria. Emmeline Ruth Kirkendall. Eugene Kwan. Yunwoo Kwan. Cole Henry Kyle. Hayden Lewis Lacey. Cameron Celine Lafarge. Jarrett Lewis Lane. Carson Tate Langley. Jake Patrick Langridge. Caroline Kristen Legno. Eva Mae Larson. Olivia Thane Lassane. Leslie Marie Levine. Emma Olivia Lawson. Catherine Grace Lamantz. Landon Garrett Leach. Abigail Simone LeConte. Changwoo Lee. Eugene Hong Lee. Kendall Raquel Lee. Minyoung Lee. Randall Walker Lee. Ruth Jung Lee. Timothy Yejun Lee. Elizabeth Rayanne Leslie. Benjamin Levine. Elliot Jacob Levine. Song Yon Lim. Andrew Masaka Lin. Ling Zhang Zeng. Addison Grace Linksweiler. Joseph Philip LaPerry. Jacob Narcisco Lira. Jesse Leo. Peyton Marie Livingston. Chloe Addison Warren Lopez. Victor Braxton Lord. Ariana Nicole Loria. John David Lorenzini. Connie Liu. Roger Zheng Liu. Joseph Ethan Lukash. Emily Ann Luce. Kayla Marie Leskoviak. Jude Augustine Lugo. Ava Elizabeth Lund. Ellie Renee Lund. Mason John Lund. Remington Susan Lanau. Allison Audrey Leong. Isaac Waldemar Libert. Allie Lorraine Lida. Kaylee Ann Lyons. Jennifer Nicole McKinney. Skylar Brianna Madden. Rohit Madareddy. Micah Colleen McGuire. Nathan Ryan Malapitan. Sarisha Mala. William Michael Manley. Abiroth Reddy Maribetti. Andrew David Marshall. Elizabeth Grace Martell. Arabella Elizabeth Martin. Ashley Nicole Martin. Brandon William Martin. Sullivan Hugh Martin. Tristan Thomas Martin. Abril Michelle Martinez. Ethan Giovanni Martinez Blair. Suzanne Jameson Marks. Aaron Renee Matera. Reese Matera. Jessica Ann Matthew. Jackson Paul Matthews. Madeline Rose McClure. Megan Christina McDavid. Ryan Christopher McDavid. Jack Leo Christian McFadden. Addison Irish McGowan. Bryce William McHenry. Kaylee Elizabeth McIlvain. Mason Timothy McKenna. Haley Marie McLaughlin. Hannah Rose McLaughlin. Sienna Kaylee McNeil. Rashab Mehdi. London Michaela Meeks. Brandon Hayden Meyer. Allie Shay Melton. Jade Elena Macasalas. Nadia Kate Miller. Tess Catherine Millichamp. Abigail Catherine Milton. Carson Hutchins Mentor. Swin Mesquita. Tushar Mittal. Autumn Channing Miser. Ian Scott Moffitt. Gabriel Cole Quintana Montserrat. Jack Joshua Monson. Samantha Jean Moore. Phoenix Moore. Francesca Beatrice Morales. Lori Gwendolyn Morel. Flynn Gregory Morris. Nicholas Newton Morris. Faith Ashley Morrissey. Ryan Matthew Mosley. Maddox Anthony Minch. Ashna Mulastana. Dayani Lee Mullinex. Juan Miguel Valley Murray. Courtney Marie Myers. Daniel Naka. Samishka Sai Nala. Madison K. Nalaka. Jacob Anthony Napali. Maya Nasabian. Brooke Faye Nauman. Charlotte Emily Neal. Ashton Brooke Nelson. Kendall Elise Nelson. Tristan Wynn. Caitlin Landry Nickel. Holly Elise Nichols. Ishwan Anagam. Kaylin Ming Neiswanger. Emma Anna Christina Knoll. Austin James Norman. Grace Ann Nyman. Julia Vieira O'Connor. Joshua Andrew O'Hara. Sean Joseph O'Leary. Kira Mackenzie O'Neill. Lauren Olivia O'Rourke. Caroline Marie Aiding. Gabriel Luke Moses Ollinger. Rosalind Laura Oliveris. David Samuel Obiala. Dylan Alexander Orison. Matthew Jacob Ortiz. Sierra Blossom Osborne. Austin Ifanchuko Asandu. Samantha Marie Osterman. Gopal Otayuth. Ryan Gerald Overly. Tyler Thomas Overton. Louis Bonaventure Bandele Owana Nyid. Britt Daniel Pace. Juan Francisco Posh. Madison Christine Page. Aniket Powell. Abel Alexander Palacios. Adam Christopher Palacios. Aaliyah Rose Palacios. Alyssa Rose Palacios. Daniel Anthony Palma. Sebastian Palma. Avery Catherine Park. Ashley Grace Parker. J.P. Parker. Sophie Elizabeth Parks. Jacob Ryan Parsons. Kushi Pravin Patel. Aditya Ushwan Patil. Kate Isabel Patrick. Kieran Paul. Tess Darlene Paulson Van Hoy.
Let's go, G-Bunny! G-Bunny!
Joe Garen Pachokik. Lauren Elizabeth Peck. Jack Dylan Pellegrini. Cameron Smith Pellerin. Jason Brian Perez. Jordan Lee Perez. Betsy Perez Morales. Braden Nicholas Perkins. Joe Lee Perryman IV. Jenna Nicole Peterson. Kathleen Grace Feaster. Ishan Faddock. Nicole Ann Phillips. Merrick Anthony Philp Jr. Colin Clay Pipkin. Jet Joseph Pishoda. Erica Janine Platts. Sanjana Reddy Panuru. Zachary Holland Pope. Kaylee Morgan Papulik. Paulina Porter. Serenity Elizabeth Poth. Shrikar Pothopali. Ellie Ireland Portia. Navita Parub. Pranav Predup. Grant Ryan Pressler. Jordan Dawn Price. Jonathan Tyler Prince. Casey Jackin Corliss. Nia Ebony Quevedo. Nuvia Chantel Quevedo. Edward Phoenix Kinania. Isabel Marie Quiros. Mackenzie Keelan Reagan. Shaw Rahman. Jackson Matthew Rains. Advika Rose. Johan Philip Rogadari. Hector Ramirez. Anjali Rao. Yosh Rao. Kyle Aiden Rash. Lasiya Reddy. Vivek Inta Reddy. Talia Reyes. Caden Lee Reynolds. Jacob Preston Ricks. Shannon Kathleen Riley. Madison Elizabeth Rimby. Karina Fayette Rios. Audrey Cleoanne Risberg. Madeline Marie Risk. Cole Matthew Roberts. Skylar Trent Robinson. Megan Ann Roderick. Hannah Kathleen Rogers. Tiana Marie Rogers. Daniela Karina Romero. Sungharjan Singh Rupra. Indigo Kiara Rosenberg. Delaney Lynn Rosenkrantz. Summer Elizabeth Ross. Nathaniel Joseph Rosselli. Joseph Benedict Rashi. Lucas Reed Runty. Austin Corey Russell. Jessica May Ruti. Alexa Ryan. Piali Saha. Joseph Dehay Sakovic. Sophia Inez Salvato. Arnav Reddy Sama. Cami Lee Sanchez. Mitchell Carl Sand. Raul Davis Santos. Eric Gabriel Santos Marina. Sai Rithik Varma Surapelli. Anushka Sarkar. Tyler Naz Sator. Ellison Hannah Sarton. Michaela Lucille Schaefer. Coleman Stewart Schmidt. Jenna Grace Schmidt. Eric Paul Schmitz. Sierra Ray Scoop. Madison Lee Schott. Michaela Marlene Sadillo. Carson Jacob Seeley. Brian Seo. Sean Patrick Septum. Joycelyn Michelle Sapollen. Carlson James Seapool. William James Sharp. Brooklyn Leanne Shaw. Emma Caroline Shearer. Shalani Kurti Shaker. Hannah Elizabeth Shelby. Amaya Shanoy. Cameron Charles Shepard. Rohit Rajesh Shetty. June Shin. Jeremiah Matthew Sinkle. Gabriel Shakri. Malia Rose Shamuk. Aaron Michael Seavey. Cameron Alexander Sievert. Maya Kate Skachillis. Aiden Smith. Amanda Marie Smith. Audrey Noel Smith. Ava Caroline Smith. Blayton Cade Smith. Elliot Hamilton Smith. Jordan Jada Smith. Mackenzie Grace Smith. Mason James Smith. Nicholas Ryan Smith. Sierra Ashley Smith. Channy Loy Sneed. Brianna Dominique Nicole Snow. Jacob Thomas Snow. Kasuki Soeda. Nicholas Michael Solosko. Abigail Usama Sorelli. Caleb Randolph Speed. Haley Renee Spence. Jacob Taylor Spencer. Ananya Srinivas. Praja Srinivas. Anuka Thangam Srivats. Caleb Mitchell St. Cyr. Jade Mackenzie Stolick. Simone Nadia Staniff. Rachel Marie Stanford. Rachel Leah Stang. Nicholas Doropoulos. Hannah Grace Steimer. Jaden Robert Stites. Ethan Garrett Stetzer. John Calvin Stevens. Alexander David Stewart. Deontay LaShawn Stewart. Nina Emma Stewart. Reagan McLean Stober. Jason Michael Street. Mara Lynn Stroll. Jonathan Sooney. Jacob Daniel Swanson. Aaron Lee Swinney. Ruham Imran Tanvir. Saad Tanwir. Daniel Isaiah Tarango. Nicholas Ryan Taylor. Prane Talugu. Olivia Elaine Terry. Camilo Enrique Tutelo. Audrey Elizabeth Thacker. Lauren Noel Thacker. Zoe Grace Thane. Abel George Thomas. Andrew Thomas. John Shaddai Thomas. Alexander Jaron Thompson. Julian Evan Thompson. Lauren Christy Thompson. Savannah Lee Thompson. Nicholas Taylor Tigner. Campbell Blair Tippett. Miranda Leanne Tisdale. Tyler Alexandra Tobias. Austin Lane Todd. Austin John Tomlinson. Miguel Ferrain Tovar Rodriguez. Raleigh Giovanni Tragan. Sydney Tran. Crystal Gail Gimli Trowers. Gloria Ellen Tu. Rachel Marie Tudgay. Taylor Nicole Tuttle. Caroline Grace Upchurch. Krish Vedia. Macy Ann Valdez. Christopher Michael Valentin. Irvi Valaparetti. Natalie Virginia Vargas. Manav Narayan Varma. Julia Marie Vasconcelos. Colton Jonathan Vatney. Brady Aaron Veach. Shreya Verma. Samuel Cole Vibral. Nina Catherine Villalon. Sophia Valavinciano. Shatanu Rajesh Venchakar. Samya Vishnoy. Miranda Estelita Vreeland. Shruti Vumadasing. Caroline Leanne Wade. Catherine Way Rawl. Andrew Joseph Walder. Chase Bradford Waltz. Matthew Anji Wang. Thomas Gerald Ward. Priyanka Warrior. Catherine Rachel Washam. Preston Michael Watkins. Kurt Allen Wadelet II. Eden Caroline Way. Bailey Logan Wheater. Hunter Douglas Weller. Jack Gerald Wells. James Christopher Wells. Evan Connor Worley. Abigail Catherine Wessels. Jory Elizabeth Winnery. Peyton Nicole Whipple. Chloe Ann White. Eleanor Grace White. Kenna Michelle Wittenberg. Nancy Sophia Wickersham. Helena Janetta Wiedeker. Joshua Michael Wiedeker. Jackson Frederick Wilkin. Abigail Grace Williams. Caroline Elizabeth Williams. Nathan Raymond Williams. Ashton Kate Williams. Brooke Morgan Wilson. Caroline May Wilson. Madeline Grace Wilson. Michelle Ann Wynn. Seth Thomas Wyndham. Andrew Paul Winkle. Nicholas Armand Witt. Kenny Man Wong. Adam Thomas Wood. Christina Clalia Wood. Kristen Michelle Wood. Emery Page Wood. Blake Marcellus Buchanan Wright. Jessica Dawn Wright. Zoe Olivia Wu. Emma Michelle Wirtz. Conan Zay. Nathan Yap. Boonin Satya Yaramasadi. Dawson Prescott Yoakum. Natalie Tukme Yuk. Chewan Yoon. Britton Hollis Young. Molly Sage Young. Sophia Rose Safaridis. Kimberly Yahira Zadia. Max Liam Zeppenfeld. Jeffrey Lei Zhang. Dylan Zhao. Chris Duot ZZ. Olivia Shea Zirkle. Thank you so very much.
At this time, I'd like to recognize Mr. Tim Greenwell, Principal of Liberty Elementary, who served as our announcer this evening. Thank you. He has the dubious honor of being the fastest name caller in the West, so he does a great job. It is my pleasure to present a member of our top 20 honor students, Aaron Speck, who will give our closing remarks.
Good evening. Before we end our ceremony tonight, I would like to take one last opportunity to thank all those that have supported us through thick and thin, and to say a huge congratulations to the FMHS class of 2021. As the class of 2021 moves on from this era in our lives, may we go out and change our world for the better, but never forget the place and the people that have helped build us. We will be forever grateful to each member of the Flower Mound High School community. Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron. Please welcome to the podium our student body president, Katie Baer.
Flower Mound High School, class of 2021, please stand. Please join me in this time-honored tradition with the turning of our tassels. Seniors, at this time, please turn your tassels from right to left. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2021. I would ask everyone to please stand for the FMHS alma mater. It's time to celebrate!
Students, please be seated. Graduates, as you embark upon your next journey, remember, always strive to be a better version of yourself today than you were yesterday. On behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff of Flower Mound High School, I wish each and every one of you the very best. We are extremely proud of you. Congratulations to the class of 2021, and go Jags. Row leaders, at this time, please stand and gather your packets for distribution. Friends and guests, please remain seated as we begin the recessionals. Rows 1 and 2 will lead us out. Thank you. you.